So what is going on, guys? It's Triple G here, back with another New World video, and in today's video we're going to be talking all things Outpost Rush from a healer perspective, how to build your character and how you should play the mode itself. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or join us over on Twitch. We stream 5 times a week, and otherwise let's get straight into this video. So we're going to be touching on strategies a little bit later on in the video, but first of all, let's talk about the build. Now, I'm not going to go into massive detail, but I will put a link in the description for this build, which has its own dedicated video, so you can go into the ins and outs and the whys I've chosen this gear. But needless to say, we're going to be using faction with Onyx gear right now. We are still in heavy gear. This is going to allow us to continue to stay close within the fight and get those heals in the right places. A good life staff will really help. I have the higher purpose here, which I really like. And then as a secondary, we'll actually be using a hammer with an amber gem in it. Clearly, you're going to want to take some infused potions in there with you if you have any problems while you're in there. But in terms of the gear, you're going to be wanting high focus rolled gear. Nothing legendary at this stage, however. I definitely would recommend the faction gear because you can roll it for constitution and focus. Then when it comes to Outpost Rush itself, there are a few key things that I think all healers should know. Now, most of the time that I've played Outpost Rush, even with the hatchet bug at the moment, I've finished in a top 5, top 10 pretty comfortably, and that is not just because healers get a significant amount of points, but it is also because I try and stay with the group. So if you didn't know already, Outpost Rush has 3 main points. I'm going to, for the purposes of this video, call them A, B, and C, like a control game in Destiny or something like that. And B point is the most important point. That's where I go. That's where I get my team to go. First of all, when you're putting your heals down, ideally you want a tank with you. Find out who your tank is in your team. If you can get into a group of 5, get a group of 5 going, group up before you go in. Then what you want to be doing is kind of putting your heals in and around your tank. Subconsciously, what people do is they see the tank and then everybody groups around them to try and kill them. Now, you want to put heals on to survive for your tank, but you also want to put heals on the ground because your DPS will react to that and then go and fight that mass group as well, meaning that you're healing off everybody. And by the looks of it at the moment, if those kills actually happen and you get an assist because your heals are actually on the ground, which will propel you up the leaderboard. Now, we don't officially know at the moment if the loot is actually linked to how high you place on the board, but I do know for a fact that one person that did finish top definitely got a legendary, but it doesn't happen every time you finish top. So we have seen that in the past. In terms of some other things that you should know as well, clearly you want to be staying with the main group. The more people that are standing on your heels, the more people you are actually affecting in the battle, but also you're gathering points for them as well. When it becomes to the Baron, I always head over to the Baron at like 40 seconds. And then what I tend to do is I tend to fire some heals down on the base of the Barons for everybody that's doing DPS. And then try and also keep alive the people that are stopping other groups coming in and try and steal that Baron kill. So I will stand in the kind of 1 of 2 doors to make sure that nobody can get in there because A, I'm incredibly difficult to kill, and B, I can keep those people protecting everybody else alive while I'm doing that as well. The TLDR of a healer in Outpost Rush is that you should be able with this build to stay alive. Keep rotating around the circle when you're on it. Do not stand still as a healer. You will get quite clearly picked off if somebody just sees you there firing a life staff. I can quite comfortably have a 1v3 situation and stay comfortably alive until my DPS comes. What I tend to do if I go in trouble, I do a couple of dodge rolls and then I will run into the group of DPS. By this point, because everything is visually all over the place, that person's lost focus on me and then I'm able to just come out again. I do run cosmetics as well, so people can't see that I am in the faction gear, which obviously means that people think I'm vulnerable, and then that will allow me to run into the group and the DPS can then focus on them. That's it for today's video, guys. Clip it, ship it, and I'll see you on the next one.